Maybe the NFL heard the criticism about the Super Bowl because we found out that Cardi B is very much in play as a star for Super Bowl halftime.
Now, she will not be replacing Maroon 5, or at least that's not the way it seems at this point, but we know something about
She won't replace them.
We know something about the negotiations. She won't replace them, but I guess kind of think Coldplay and Beyonce, if you remember back to that Super Bowl when Beyonce basically took it over. Well, Cardi B not only wants to perform her song that she did with Maroon 5, Girls Like You, but she also wants a little bit more time to herself.
A solo
Just
performance.
to herself.
So it would be Maroon 5 and Cardi B, and that what that sets up is that's difficult for Maroon 5 because here they were told, okay, you're the stars, and all of a sudden they find out Cardi B's there. What a group does not want in this business is to be upstaged. You do not want to be upstaged, and this creates a political problem because Maroon 5 can come back at the NFL and say, dude, you said we were the act,
right.
And all of a sudden they're changing the game. I think it puts Maroon 5 in a bad position.
Well, Maroon 5, then, yeah, they have to figure out, do we get to come back on stage after Cardi's done?
Of course they'll come back. I think the situation would go
Did Coldplay come back on stage?
I think
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Oh, they did come back on?
But even if they did,
no one remembers
even
that.
if they did, what matters is
what
you
people
compare Maroon 5 against Cardi B. And if Cardi B does better than Maroon 5, it is a fail for Maroon 5. That's the way it's going to be viewed publicly,
but
right?
Cardi B, I mean, is honestly one of the hardest acts in the country right now. She's super shining. So for her to even come to this set is a big time bonus for them because one, she has one of the catchiest songs with Bodak Yellow of all times, and then two, with her presence in the whole stage flow, she's like a little bit younger. Me, myself, I'll watch if she comes.
Right, it adds to the spectacle of the whole thing. So maybe that means Maroon 5 gets more attention. I guess that's the way that the NFL would try to sell it to Maroon 5. Say, look, this is going to be good for everybody. We get Cardi out there.
Is there a scenario by which Maroon 5 says we're not doing it if she...
No,
probably not.
No scenario.
Yeah, because it's still going to be the biggest look of their careers. It's the biggest audience they'll ever have. So them backing out of it doesn't seem to be a likely scenario.
They can't be happy about it.
I got to be honest. I think that lately, I think about the last few Super Bowls, like
been mashups.
Yeah, they're always mashups. It's almost like they know that they can't capture everybody with just one.
Actually, Justin was criticized for that. Justin Timberlake didn't really bring anybody out.
No,
it was just him doing the medley, and people were like, they wanted something more from him.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I get it if she performs with them, but if she gets what she's asking for now, which is that she wants to perform solo for a couple of songs, then it does kind of...
maybe. But here's the thing, though. Cardi, though, she still has other negotiations on the table, so she hasn't even set in if she will do it or not.
Do they pay a lot of money for
you get paid no money for the Super Bowl.
No money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
But and then around this time, February happens. There's a lot of other things that happen in February that people want her at. So then she could be like, hey, you know what? I don't want the Super Bowl with Maroon this year. Let me do next year. Maybe it'll just be a Cardi B Super Bowl.
So here's one interesting, very interesting opinion. Now, you know, this whole thing about getting a hip-hop act into the Super Bowl halftime show, we got one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time. We got RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan and asked him what he thought about this. Now, you would think he's going to decide, you got to get Cardi B in there. You got to get some Atlanta hip-hop
Why would you think that, Charles?
Because he's from the Wu-Tang Clan. But here's what RZA said.
I think Adam Levine and what he's been doing lately, you know, on his TV show and kind of cross-pollinating with all the different talent, I think he's a pretty good example of a progressive artist mind.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And he's performed with a lot of rappers.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, he's done a lot of...
Look, he got a song with Future.
Right.
That I love.
Right.
I'm just saying, he's a good example of us. If you're going to bring somebody like that in these times, at least you got a guy like Adam Levine, who may bring Drake out for us.
Right. What does that mean if you're going to bring a guy like that? What is like that?
You know, someone with tattoos.
Like that.
Someone with tattoos.
By the way, I should say one of the lowest moments I've ever had working here at TMZ.
Oh, don't do this. No, Van, don't do this.
I have to do it.
What is it?
Van,
I don't know what this is.
Can't we have a circle of trust here where you don't?
We have a circle of trust.
What do you do?
I'm doing this for my own good. Are doing a great job here, sports. His name is Edward. Edward does a great job for us.
I love Edward.
Love Edward. We were talking about this clip And Edward comes up to me and he goes, Van, I'm about to write this RZA clip. So he goes, Van.
So like
It was spelled differently in the post. I
That's
thought
not
it was
true.
RCA.
No.
And then it was explaining to me
Edward,
that it was RCA.
Edward, don't.
I said, are you talking about RZA?
I don't know.
Are you
But
talking
Van
about
cleared it up
RZA?
for me. It was all good. He said it was RZA. And it's spelled wrong. God, I'll go fix it.
Edward, take the L.
Just take the L and move on.
Kyrie Williams representing Jersey, man. This is a no-brainer for Maroon 5 and Cardi B and Adam Levine, man. They have a song together already. They're a band. She can do a set by herself, and they can play the music behind the set. Adam Levine is a smart dude, yo. He's not going to let this opportunity pass him by. He's not. And it's a little opportunity for Cardi to throw a little shade at Nicki. Like, yo, you did the Madden commercial. I did the Super Bowl. Ayo.
Oh, snap. That's true.
Yeah.